Here is the flip through of the new Alice in Wonderland file folder kit. So I just go through the pages quickly. This is 300 GSM. This is your front, and these print double-sided from the kit, and this is your back. This is just a little misprint here. I managed to save it from the printer. Save your card. In the kit, so these, the first one was your main 2 pages. In the kit also I've put extra pages for flip out, so you have a choice of 2, or you could put both in. And on these ones I've double backed them. Then I've got extra tucks and pockets again on 300 GSM, or you could cut these top and bottom tags off and use these as mini additional pages inside the folder. We'll have a look later, and I've double backed that as well. Then here we have some cards and tabs, some tucks and cards and tabs, and then we have, these are on 160 GSM, so these are pockets, belly band, some tags, and some other bits and bobs. Then what I've done in this kit as well is I have made they're not A4, they're not A5, they're slightly smaller than A5, and these from the kit can be printed double backed at the same time again, but these could be additional little pages that you could sew inside the folio or put inside the folio with any kind of tie or ribbon or elastic, so that you could take them in and out. Just a run through of what's in the kit, all based on Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter there, you've got the Cheshire Cat, the Red Queen, obviously Alice, and a slightly dark shabby chic Mad Hatter. I'm going to go away and cut all this out for you, and then I'll come back and we'll start putting something together, see where we go. Hi, so we're back. I have cut out all of the pages and I have inked them all as well. So this is the main cover. Then we have our additional pages and some tucks, or I've cut the top tabs off these. These come with tabs on like this. I've actually cut that off because I think I might use that inside. So we have that little pile. Then we have some journal card tabs, some journal cards, our inside signature pages, if we choose to use those. And we also have a large selection of pockets and tucks. Okay, so moving all this aside. Very simple. I'm thinking, so this is our outside cover, our inside cover, and I would like, I think, a large Alice as an inside fold. So then we'll have 3. So I'm just going to take some glue. And I'm just going to attach this to the outside edge of our file folder, and I will push that down. Just get rid of some excess glue. I always have my cloth at hand. Clean these and clean the back up. So now we have 3-fold, outside, inside, and a flip. So on this inside, I was thinking actually my Red Queen would go really nicely against that background there. I don't know whether to make this a flip. I think I'm going to make this a pocket or a tuck. So I'm just going to do along there, but I'm also going to do top and bottom edge. And I'm going to pop her in there like that. Just make sure that still closes. And let's hold that down for a few seconds. Okay, moving over to the back. Obviously now I have a tab cover in this back cover page because I double-sided that. I think I may have boo-booed, because if I put that on the inside of this file folder, then obviously it would have been covered here under this pocket. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Okay, so as I said, I boo-booed because I should have actually put this fixer on this side under there here, and then I would have covered it with that pocket. So what I'm going to do is, I've inked this up a bit, I'm actually going to make another pocket on the back so that it's a sliding and it's slightly less obvious. Just going to glue this, and I'm going to glue top, and I'm going to glue bottom. Excuse me, because I've got a terrible cough and cold at the moment. So I am going to add that onto the back page of our folio file. Let's get rid of some excess. We'll hold that down. So now what we have is a folio file, Alice on the front, the Hatter in the back, in the inside cover, the Red Queen, somewhere to say signature, a spare page. So we do have, as I said, lots of pockets. So we could put this one, or a circular pocket, or a square. So I think in here I'm probably going to put, not the square because we've got the divot here, so I think I'll go with an Alice. No, actually I think I'm going to go with the contrast, just a pattern paper. So just glue some of this. Just need to snip that because I rounded these corners and I built the graphic for a square file. My bad. And then I decided I wanted a round corner on that inside flip. So then we have the back. Do I want a pocket? No, maybe not. We have our back pocket. We could go with a pocket there. You could turn them either way. They're meant to go this way. But to be fair, because we have this cut out, this divot, we could put it that way and just take the corner off. I think that's what I'm going to do. The hearts are going the opposite way, but hey ho, doesn't matter. We'll just do as we go along. I'm not sure if I might see if I can round that corner. Perfect, look at that. A rounded corner. We'll stick that on. So now we have the front, inside, Red Queen, pocket, inside, back of the file folio. So we still have tons of pockets to be used if you want more. Some lovely little tabs or little nameplates for stamping on or writing on. We still have another flip. I'm not sure if I want any more flips, so I think I've got enough flips. So we have a spare one there. Then we have some mini journal pages. Obviously you can add into this whatever other paper you like, and you can make it so that it's sewn in or that it's stitched in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. It's completely up to you. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy, and that's the most important thing, whatever makes you happy. So I quite like the Sad Hatter. I think I have him as the first page in the little signature. Sad Hatter, Red Queen, Cheshire Cats. Maybe we'll go that way, so there's a little centre journaling page. So now we have a signature ready to go in. You could sew this in here, like I say, with a pamphlet stitch, or to be fair, you could trim it down a little and just slide it into a tuck or pop it in a pocket. I quite like the idea of it being held in with some lace. I'm going to have a little look in my box in a moment and see if I've got any lace going on, and I'm probably going to round these corners, I think, as well. And then obviously any of our little pockets that we haven't already used in the rest of the journal, we can use in the signature. Give me a moment, I'm going to pop away and I will be back again. Okay, I tried the lace effect and I didn't like it tied in with lace. It was not great, so I'm going to go with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to get this baby tied in, and then I'll probably cover this, just this little spine here on the outside, with a bit of the black lace that I was trying to use to tie it in with. Very easy, in out, in out, in out, under and over. Go this side. I'm not going to pull too hard, simply because this isn't very hard card. This is the cover is maybe 300 GSM, so I don't want to rip through. But I think I will be much happier having sewn that in. Oh yes, definitely much better sewn in. So we'll just cover this stitch here with a little bit of this black lace, I think, as we go forward. So that's our signature sewn in. As I say, there are tons of bits to go through and put in. I'll put a belly band in there, I think. I'll take a little bit off though. These are obviously designed there to fit in the inside covers because the signatures are a little bit smaller. Just need to take sometimes a fraction off, just so that they don't catch on the edges, stop things from opening and closing easily. There we go. So we've got a little belly band there. I'm ever so messy with glue. I'm really not very good with glue. I'm just going to pop a piece of paper in there so that that doesn't stick to the other pages. And I'll probably go through and decorate this. So I have put a pocket in there already. I was looking at one of the additional, this would have been another pocket or you know, flipping, and obviously I've got one left over. It seems such a waste of a print and a piece of and a nice journaling card that I'm just gonna take the tab off of that, round it out, and I'll probably use that in a pocket. Oh, I might cut that down a bit, I think. Round those corners again. Yeah, not as long. Perfect. I did have here somewhere a hole punch. I'll do that just so that we can get a piece of lace or something in there. Lovely. Is that one finished? That's dried. Okay. So I do have these small journaling cards that come in the kit. I think we'll put some little tabs on those so we can tuck them in various places around the folio. Possibly should have inked that before I started. Not very good at this live video stuff. When I craft with my kits, normally I sit and take more time to think about things. Actually, I think that Alice would go in there well. I think we'll tuck her in there. A hidden Alice. And another tuck there. And we've got one there, we can stick one in there. So you can see there's lots and lots of bits in the kit that you can reprint twice, make the signature bigger. There's tabs, you know, there's lots of ways that you can customise this. So she'll fit in there, that goes over. We can pop Alice in the back. I was kind of thinking of some closure ideas. I'm not very good at closures. I did have a little circle. You could put a closure here so that you can sort of lasso it around. I'm pretty basic, to be perfectly honest. I'm normally quite happy with a piece of lace. We could just do a closure like that. So I'm going to go away again. I'll probably add a few more little bits and then I'll come back to you with a final flip through. Okay, I've done as much as I'm going to do. I've still got a couple of tabs I haven't used because I need to back them on card, but I have the little file for a little tab here. Put a little lace binding on the edge and we can open it up. Obviously your Mad Hatter, your little mini signature flip through. I did use the final page fold. It's got a divot in it. I didn't want to waste it. So I've got some tabs on there. As I say, we've got your belly band here, just the pattern papers, the images, the journal cards with the tabs that come in the kit, the kit in general, another little journal card there. I double back those, they've got little writing lines on them. Then we have the backing paper. Alice is well tucked in there, journaling card on the back of Alice. more cards. So you can flip that back over, close your page, turn it over, and more. But you can do as much or as little as your imagination takes you with this. That's why I like building graphics, because I'm not so great with the imagination on the actual design. And I love to see it when people take my graphics and they build something absolutely fabulous, and no one is ever the same. Everyone takes it and completely transforms the graphics in something completely amazing. But that's just a little show. As I say, I'm new to journaling. I'm learning how to do it now. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and just for a little giggle off camera, that is the state of my desk. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.